Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, you guys can see it's early morning here in South Florida. It's January 1st as I'm shooting this video. So if you're watching this video, Happy New Year to you, your family. May it be a prosperous one, and may it be a great year for us here on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. Right now I'm at the park trying to become untouchable physically because I gotta get in shape, you know. You see up at the park, the sun's rising. But listen, man, enough of me rambling. Let's get right to it. I wanted to kick the year off talking about the light heavyweight division. You know, the light heavyweight division has been a division in boxing over the last couple of years that seems to have stagnated. You know, us as boxing fans, the boxing world, the boxing even industry, we haven't gotten the fights we've wanted in the light heavyweight division. And I truly believe that in 2022, because it's not 2021 anymore, 2022, that in 2022 we will have a light heavyweight renaissance. I just think, we'll start with Canelo because, he's the biggest name in boxing right now, or one of the biggest names. Canelo, I know right now he's not formally a light heavyweight, nor is he really a cruiserweight because he hasn't fought at cruiserweight yet, but that's his intention. He's going to fight there. I think even if he beats Beterbiev, I don't really see him staying there and defending the belt. So I think you'll see him at light heavyweight at some point during the year. Whether he fights a Beterbiev or Bivol remains to be seen. But I can see Canelo fighting a Joe Smith Jr., someone like that. January 15th, we got a really good matchup in the light heavyweight division. We got Joe Smith Jr. versus Callum Johnson. So one of the first big cards, one of the first notable cards in boxing this year is a light heavyweight card, is a light heavyweight fight worth tuning into, which is Joe Smith Jr. versus Callum Johnson. Two big punchers. Joe Smith Jr., this is the guy that knocked out Bernard Hopkins out the ring and retired him. Knocked out Yarde Alvarez when Yarde Alvarez had a little bit of momentum coming into the fight. Knocked him out the ring. Pound for pound, Joe Smith Jr. is one of the hardest punchers that this beautiful sport of boxing has to offer. And, I think Callum Johnson would be a good fight for him. Callum Johnson's a tried, tested, and proven fighter at the British level. He's a solid fighter at world level. He had that fight a couple years ago where he dropped Beterbiev in the 4th round. So that's going to be a great match to kick off the year. You had Beterbiev, who just had a good fight with Marcus Brown. And, I really feel like this year, a lot of what's went on Beterbiev's career has just been a run of misfortune and bad luck. He had the promotional issues early on with PBC in conjunction with Yvonne Michelle. They couldn't get him fights. Then there was a couple times where, he had to scrap fights because he was injured and things like that, because there's a lot of wear and tear on the body, Beterbiev. But I feel like, in this calendar year, us as boxing fans, we know how good Beterbiev is, but I feel like more people are going to find out who he is this year because he'll be in those fights that people want to see, whether it be Bivol, whether it be a Canelo, something like that. I really think Beterbiev, for a long time in boxing, he's been one of boxing's best kept secrets, and I don't want that to be the case anymore. I don't want Beterbiev to be a secret no more. I feel like the world should know who he is. The whole public, every sports fans who just casually watch boxing, they should know who he is because he's worth tuning into. Yes, he's got his vulnerabilities. Yes, he can be dropped. Yes, he's chinny, but the guy can beat you up and box you up, and then he could box you up and beat you up. He's shown that on many occasions, just like he did recently with Marcus Brown. So, I feel like he's going to have a good year. Dmitry Bivol, there's been a long ongoing saga with him and Gilberto Ramirez about Gilberto Ramirez. I was there. I interviewed him during his last fight. Gilberto Ramirez was talking about how there was an offer made to Bivol, and he ducked Gilberto Ramirez. And I really think that fight's going to happen at some point. And then depending on who wins, let's say if it's a Gilberto Ramirez, then all of a sudden I feel like you got another Mexican star on your hands, and that's a big money fight with him and Canelo. I don't think there's any bigger money fight. If Gilberto Ramirez can make himself a name at 175 early in 2022, I really don't think there's a bigger fight in the light heavyweight division from a money-making standpoint than Gilberto versus Canelo because, we'll call a spade a spade. The people that spend the most money on tickets in boxing are Mexican boxing fans. You can love it, you can hate it, but it's the truth. So when you get two fighters that Mexican fans both like, generally speaking, you're going to get a big fight. And I really feel like that could be a big fight at light heavyweight. So I like that fight. You know, you got Anthony Yarde, who just won his fight against Lyndon Arthur. You know, he's probably going to fight the winner of maybe Joe Smith Jr. versus Callum Johnson. And look at the renaissance he's having under his new trainer, James Cook. You know, they hired James Cook to be the lead trainer. Tunde Ajayi to be an assistant. Anthony Yarde seems to be looking the part. You still got big fights domestically for him in the light heavyweight division with the likes of like Joshua Buatsi, which I think for British boxing would be a momentous occasion, a big occasion. So that's just the gist of it. Like you got some names at light heavyweight, and you got reason to be excited about the light heavyweight division. You know, even Dave Benavidez, if Dave Benavidez decides to stop being a weight bully, to believe in himself, you know, because everyone knows that there was a period of time where when he missed weight, I think it was against, was it Ellis? I think it might have been against Ellis. I forgot who it was. But one of the fights that he missed weight for, because there's so many of them, I can't keep up. One of the fights he missed weight for, there was a period of time where the WBC actually took him out of the 168 rankings, put him in the light heavyweight division, and then they moved it, and then he had to request with the WBC to get removed from the light heavyweight rankings to go back to 168. So Benavidez was ducking the smoke already at 175, and come 2022 in every weight class, it don't matter if you're a flyweight, welterweight, middleweight, cruiserweight, light heavyweight, heavyweight, whatever weight class you are, let this be the year of no excuses and no dishonor in the sport of boxing. There's been too many excuses for why fights have happened and why certain fighters aren't pushing the limits to be their best. There's been a lot of dishonor amongst the boxing industry and the champions and things like that. So we got to set a better precedent in 2022, and I really feel like, and I truly believe, and I'm going to choose to be optimistic when it comes to this weight class, because I really believe that there's not many options in the light heavyweight division. I truly believe that in 2022, the light heavyweight division will in fact make a comeback. Boxing fans will be the winners. Fighters like Bivol, Beterbiev, Ramirez, Yarde, Buatsi, Joe Smith Jr., Callum Johnson, all these guys' profiles are all going to be raised come 2022. And one of boxing's original divisions, one of boxing's glamour divisions will be restored back to order. And I'm looking very, very forward to it. So I'm going to leave it at that. You guys subscribe down below if you're new to the channel. We're going to have a lot of great things coming up this year. You know, I really have learned to become a consummate professional with how I cover the sport. And I'm going to give my best efforts this year to make sure you guys have the best content and that we have a great time here on True School Sports from January 1st all the way through December 31st and beyond. So you guys, let me know what you guys think about the light heavyweight division. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. I'm going to continue getting in shape because I have to get in shape. Keep the body sharp and the mind will follow. And yeah, you know, all that good stuff. You know, make sure you guys like the video, share the video, subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just Kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia, and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God bless.